Going for bottom here, 3-man strong, but they see the 3 heroes and
are they going to get 4
runes? But they get the other runes. Yeah, if Resolution gets up here in time, yep. Already, this is looking a little bit tricky. Now comes in the TP from PPD, and that will force MSF back as they steal this creep wave here. And, well, let's look in towards this middle lane. Now, you have the Lina versus the OD, so Lina will start to put some serious pressure onto Resolution here in the middle lane. Now surely now there's level 2 Dragon Slave, the things are going to get messy.
You would think so, but I think even at level 1 this lane favours Lina a bit. Rezo going...
Oh,
we got killed at the start. Unfortunate. He probably just wanted to push the lane out really quickly.
Another roll forward on Pycat here, and Snaking and MSS are doing their best to break down. They do have a Mango if they want to use that heal. In comes the Fadebot from the sideline from PPD, and that's going to chase them back off.
Not looking too good. I don't know how many times I can say that without it being overkill.
Well, yeah, OpTic certainly starting to struggle here in this laning phase, as all 3 of their heroes take charge in each and every lane.
PPG just hit the level 2 now though, but this is what I mean, I don't think there's any kill potential.
Some axes thrown into the bottom, but it's all good.
I don't think there's any kill potential in this top lane. Oh, MSS actually rolls in on top of the Rubik in the top lane. Can they kill him?
Like he's alright though. Yeah, the Snaking was actually going for Pycat there as well, so...
I mean, Pycat did a good job.
Focus, but needed to be done.
Yeah, Pycat did a good job of blocking off the Omni there, body blocking him, so couldn't get to the Earth Spirit to help him. Obviously with the purification cast range nerf, you have to be a lot closer than you used to be able to cast that purification.
Right. So one thing I'm noticing is that a lot of the heroes inside VGJ Storm are like quite low on health, you know. SVG in particular here actually at the bottom is trying to take advantage of this, but once again we're just seeing like they can't finish off kills here. You know, they don't have a stun here in this bottom lane, so it's very difficult to lock someone down and get those last few hits in. Yeah. Up atop, they're going once again onto Pycat here. Is that heal available? In 1 second, it will be. Does actually miss it. They're going to have to right-click him right down the rest of the way, and it does mean MSS falls. Snaking himself should be okay. That's a trade you really didn't want to make for that kill, unfortunately.
I think they're going to be...
meanwhile, the Resolution's taking a fair amount of harass from CCNC here. Dragon Missile does hit.
Hold a roll.
Now the roll forwards on CCNC. Could be in trouble. Knock him back into the arms of Resolution, who openly welcomes him into his lovely cause of death. Finishes him off.
On MSS, it's now 1-1 and 2. Taking part in 3 kills in 5 minutes. Looking towards that urn. Only a few hundred gold away. And when he gets that online, he's just... When he starts racking up those charges, I feel like he's going to have a lot more impact on his ganks. Actually level 3.5 already as well. He's doing okay.
Yeah, it's he's doing all right. Meanwhile, 33 and Zai have taken to farming these jungle camps here. So, what towers are we expecting? I mean, surely Yuan wants to push this lane at some point, right?
Yeah, he does, but it's really difficult against the Brewmaster, obviously with the Drunken Haze, like we talked about before. I think they're probably going to want to come to the top lane at some point and try and Pycat going to push that lane relatively quickly. And when you play Lina mid, you really want to be putting pressure on your enemy mid's tower. Oh, Laguna onto
Laguna. Can they finish off Resolution here? They need a little bit more damage, and with the 1 charges, it does mean the Resolution is going to live to Astral another day.
Yeah, he did pop the Fairy Fire that he had as well, so looking good for him.
But CCNC, he's starting to have a nice time at this mid lane, which is what we'd hoped, which is what we expected.
SVG's invis here in this mid lane, but there is a sentry from the dire side, so...
Yeah. Did he spot that? Radiant Vision?
I think he might have done, because there's this ward on the high ground, but it just...
Yeah, so they saw the ward on the high ground, and he just goes, nope, I'm going to bottom.
Lars doing pretty well in this bot lane. I think all 6 cores are actually doing really well this game. They're all very close in terms of CS.
Yeah, that's true. Whilst it does look a little bit green and red here, green on top of red, it's actually much closer than just black and white. So
I think the main difference is MSS really having a good impact so far, whereas the Rubik in the Eye, there's not too much they can do at the moment.
Yeah, those 4 kills on VGJ Storm really do matter, and it does make up the 2 gold advantage they currently have.
OpTic don't really have a supporter that can kind of roam around the map and be aggressive and get things done. PBD has hit level 4, but it's very difficult to kill any of these lanes at the moment, it feels like, for OpTic.
Yeah.
You have to kind of play around this Laguna Blade, I think, if you've got any chance of getting kills at the moment. Maybe the split when the Brewmaster hits level 6.
Resolution's very scared to come forward in this lane now, actually.
Yeah, he has to be super careful with his positioning against this Laguna Blade.
Yeah, it makes all the difference.
He knows that PVD's missing as well, because he hasn't shown top lane in a while. So, doesn't know when that sneaky Rubik's going to be
bottom lane, they try to go on SVG, but SVG gets himself that Nightmare onto the Brewmaster, and we'll just kind of play on the trees a little bit as Zai and 33 continue their hand-in-hand walk through the woods. Meanwhile, mid, they do get the lift onto Rezo, but can't quite manage it.
So, I think we might be expecting a Blink Rush from Brew here, just to really get involved in these team fights and try and focus around this mid-game presence they have in their team. With the Exorcism, try and group up his 5 and push towers. Oh, CCNC's in trouble in the mid lane, gets kicked back into the Omni Knight.
Yeah, snaking, slowing him down with that degen aura, and now with the Nightmare as well, gives him a chance to get in all close and buddy-buddy as Resolution joins in, and they give the kill to snaking.
I feel like we've seen this so much from VGJ in the last few days, though, in terms of their rotations. I feel like they're always on point, and when they commit heroes to things, they nearly always get something out of it, and they hardly ever leave empty-handed.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I mean, so, MDL Changsha, right, I was watching those games back and trying to see what happened there, and actually, OpTic looked seriously good in those laning phases. In fact,
it's a roll in.
Pycat uses the Exorcism, trying to chase him down with a double life break going. Life drain, sorry.
He does have a purification, though.
Yeah, it's very difficult to actually find a kill here, though. MSS waiting in the tree lines, and Pycat kind of sniffs him out. And now he's just going to roll himself away, so Exorcism... Can they make anything happen with this?
I don't think so, and it's down to half duration already, so... The fact that they forced out that Exorcism is going to be, really unfortunate for OpTic. They kind of really want to use that aggressively, like you said, to find something, and down for another 2 minutes.
Yeah, and Really nice that they were able to make that decision to get out and then immediately follow through and just got themselves out of there.
Yeah.
MSS, I really like what he was doing by staying in the tree lines, you know, tempting the Death Prophet in. Because when you're playing Death Prophet and someone runs into the trees, you go, oh boy, because those ghosts are still going to be doing damage.
Oh, bot lane side.
Wow, he died quick.
Yeah, that's that battle trance from the troll coming out there. He's actually maxed fervor on the troll. Not only does that help him really lock down heroes for the bashes, but it also quickens his farm speed as well. So just push up the lane, go to the jungle, farm the jungle as well at the same time. And it also means when he gets on top of these towers, he's really going to start taking them, melting them quickly. I love what OpTic are doing here though. They're playing around the bruise split here.
On to Yawar here. Can they take him out with the bruise split? And then there was a rock coming through. Yeah. This should guarantee the kill onto Yawar though. He's turning back around onto Zai. It's a lot of damage, not like this. And they do get the stun off and keep the little ball alive.
Yeah, great play by OpTic there. As soon as the exorcism's down, they know they can't really do anything if they go to gank Pycat's lane. Go to the bruise lane, use that ult just whenever you can to get kills.
Absolutely.
And that kill on Yawar is massive as well. Just kill one of those cores. Obviously there is an OD and an Omni Knight to worry about as well, but you know, let's just not worry about those.
Yeah, forget about those. Pycat being chased down by Snake King here in this lane. Steve is just piling on so much pressure onto the poor old witch.
He's probably going for the 404 build as well. Really doesn't need the repel at the moment because there's not really much pressure coming out from OpTic on him.
Nope.
Oh, it's his PP bot.
Bottom lane, there's links up with 33, but very difficult kill for him to get. So, in terms of towers, nothing. This kill. There's a relocate in from Zai here trying to heal up the Lina.
Yeah, but this is what I mean. The Magnetize just completely cancels the Zai's bottle or anything. Actually,
speed, but you really need to have the ability to shut people down. They are going for this yours on the Lina, which people are leading into there.
yeah.
But between her and what else do we have? The Rubik. It feels like they do lack catch this game.
Yeah. SVG has the Fiend's grip now, so he's probably going to look for a kill here in this bot lane, waiting for somebody to show. So just hiding in the trees for now. Nice scan. Well, I think they thought Yawar was in the trees in the top lane there, but they don't find him.
They were mistaken.
Yeah, when CCNC gets like yours, they might have some more kill potential and somebody to play around with apart from the exorcism and the
Eclipse finally comes off cooldown.
CCNC just did not want to get involved in that fight either. He had a TP, but he didn't have any mana, so Harry's pushing in this mid lane. The tier 2 is down to half health, so that's okay, but...
But these two heroes mean 4,800 damage coming out on the Death Prophet, 4,100 damage coming out on the OD in the end there. And that was Sanity's Eclipse and a half, because it was actually on cooldown when the fight began. The Resolution pretty much used it. Played around that cooldown there and managed to find the jump back in which he needed.
OpTic did a very good job of actually almost winning a fight without the exorcism and the split at the start of the fight, and then obviously the split didn't come off cooldown. I think they did use the exorcism in the end, but that ultra kill from Rezo is really going to help him catapult into this.
Yeah, especially after losing a fight like that, then to turn it around like that is pretty specialist VGJ Storm there, so I'll be happy with that.
VGJ Storm really needs to get on top of this Wisp though. He did so much in that fight in terms of keeping everybody alive. He's actually going for the helm of the... I think that's the helm of Dog coming out. Yeah, it is for
looks like it.
For the Wisp, so... It's a really cool interaction where you can tether to your helm of Dom creep, and obviously with the increased movement speed on it, now the way that tether works, you get the movement speed of the thing that you tether to. That's going to make this Wisp so much more annoying.
Yeah, and a lot of people have been saying, like, you know, Helm of the Dominator offlane Wisp is going to be the next big thing. Well, why not Helm of the Dominator position for Wisp?
Yeah.
Well, it's a little bit later on, but, you know, it's fine. It's still a big factor, and yeah, at least Helm of the Dom's been... Whereas VGJ Storm Helm, though, they're actually going for a helmless game. Don't know how I feel about that. By far, I don't know how I feel about that at all.
Oh, they rolled into the mid lane on CCNC. Yeah, he gets gripped.
Yeah, bring him.
Oh, we did seal the grip though on PPD again.
Yeah, it's a very easy spell to steal. I think when you play the...
Oh!
Fade.
Relocate to the top lane to kill UR. But they did use the split, so... UR's not having the greatest of games at the moment, is he? I feel like he's died a few times. 4 times already.
Yeah.
But they do kill the Wisp in the bot lane on the return.
Yeah, return kill, but yeah, no, it's worth it.
I love that Rezo's going for this, he's gone for the Blink Force to really help deal with the lack of stuns on the side from OpTic, so he's going to really abuse his maneuverability around these fights, being really annoying. They're going to struggle to lock him down, and I feel like when he gets this Dragon Hurricane Pike, probably followed by a BKB, I don't know what they're going to do to him. He's just going to be freely right-clicking away. He might not even go for the BKB because he has an Omni on his team.
Yeah, that's very possible. And, you know, as you said, with the Troll ulti as well, it's going to be absolutely huge on this OD to just blow people up. Get that int which he's still holding on to from the Wisp, actually.
And the Troll has finally built his Battle Fury as well.
Yeah, he got it just before he died there, thank God. So he's going to be much more of a threat around the map now.
Just help speed up his farm as well, push these lanes in like we talked about before. And then...
I can't get fresh down.
Wow, he has the Solar Crest online, so why not?
Yeah, go for it. 33 coming in as well. VGJ Storm, they're caught unawares. They don't know this is going on.
Yeah, and with this healing from Zai keeping them alive, this is such a good sneak by OpTic.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going down so quick, I can't just grab it.
Wisp just has 17 health regen with the items he has from the 1 Soul Ring and Helm with a Dog.
Okay, that's cool.
Wow.
Wowie.
Bot. They are trying to push this tower bot lane, but without UR, it's so difficult for them to take objectives.
Yeah, and they really want UR just to be farming up with this Battle Fury now, making the best use of that item as they can.
Yeah. I think OpTic need to really hit the timing with the next Aegis though, in terms of taking a good fight.
Fiend's Grip onto MSS here, trying to catch him as he runs away. Nightmare to cancel it though, MSS doing his best to get out of range, but it doesn't... So she runs back in and just dies.
Oh, they get the courier as well.
Down SVG, now putting off the Fiend's Grip onto the CP. Just trying to interrupt the stun, but can't quite do it, and Resolution does actually go down here. SVG also looking in trouble. OpTic applying the pressure here. The Bane's got nowhere to run, and he's going to go down as well.
PPD having a bit of a laugh to himself there with the one fight. He's going to be very happy with that. He has actually stolen the repel on the Rubik as well, so... That's actually super good against the OD.
Two pretty crazy plays there to, of course, obviously PPD going for the Fiend's Grip here, and also I'd like to mention is that SVG, Fiend's Grip, you know, he was surrounded by heroes here. He knew that he was going to get interrupted immediately, but he attempted to get the Fiend's Grip onto the Death Prophet. No, sorry, the Lina, to mess up her combo, just to mess up her combo and try and keep Resolution alive. He knew he was going to get interrupted, but he just wanted that extra couple of seconds to mess with that CCNC. and unfortunately, there wasn't enough.
OpTic have hit this stride now that we said where they've got this really good mid-game lineup with the split, the exorcism. They've got the Aegis now as well. There's a reload late top here actually.
TY with the repel and TP out though should be enough to keep him alive. Meanwhile, they're actually guessing wrong for snaking here as he runs just straight off down the lane. Although CNC is on the hunt, will she find him? Doesn't quite see him yet. The little Omni Knight trying to run away. And now CNC catches a glance and snaking, well, trying to use those phase boots. I think CNC realizes his killer's gone, so we'll just farm up the creeps instead. But very interesting game so far, actually. Because previously, as I said before, in the MDL Changsha qualifiers, you know, 3 out of 4 games, VGJ Storm just kind of didn't do fantastically in the laning phase. It was all OpTic in the laning phase, and then VGJ Storm just won it with their fighting in the mid game. This time, it seems to have been completely turned on its head. It's actually VGJ Storm had an amazing laning phase, but now OpTic have just come out with some amazing fights and have really shut down, or started to shut down VGJ Storm with a 4K advantage now going to OpTic.
Yeah, they have a much better mid-game teamfight lineup with the split and the exorcism, but VGJ really need to just try and delay this game out a bit. You really get to this late game stage where the troll and the OD are really going to be doing some damage.
Yeah, absolutely.
And OpTic looks so scary at the moment. They're kind of just running wherever they want, wanting on the maps and trying to take objectives. And you see what's going to go here. They're just going to try and fight around the DP and take probably this last tier 2 top. They do pick out this mid lane actually. Nobody's defending it for VGJ.
Yeah, with the damage from CCNC, it's a lot of damage to their tier 3s, and I mean they're running top with you, they're running bottom with UR, sorry, but I feel like this is defendable if they just throw out some pokes.
CCNC has the Aegis though, so he's not really scared.
That's true. So 3, is he going to get this split up? I think he very well will. If this anti comes through, is it enough damage? He silenced up, but no, the evasion there well, that's just that super annoying Drunken Haze, I think, onto the resolution there. I didn't quite see, but I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm surprised Pycat didn't come over and they committed the exorcism to that tower, because I feel like it would have fallen down if they did.
Still early days, I guess, just want to play it safe.
Getting the tier 2 top is the safer play.
Yeah. And it will be no problem at all. Look at that, overcharged Lina, my word.
That attack speed's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
They might actually commit the exorcism here. They still have the Aegis and they probably want to use it for a fight. Yeah, they are. Wow.
There we go. Aegis used. Sorry. Exorcism used.
All the silence.
There's the Hurricane Pike coming out, but the yours in return from that. Nicely done by Pycat to keep himself alive. Although look at the damage coming through. And there's a split. Yeah. And that's just for pushing the towers.
And how do they stop this push? They've got no wave clear on the side of VGJ.
Yeah, and if they GA, they're just going to get the spell.
My word. They just can't take the fight.
OpTic with the reads here, and it does look like they'll be able to finish off this ranged frags as well as this fire creep goes to work.
Oh, they do get outside though, and they're probably going to chase for more.
Can they get more? They need to get more. PPD trying to get away through the trees.
Oh, they see PPD.
Okay, resolution. He knows who he wants, and look at that with the Astral there. But I think that has healed. Definitely back to full health, but with all of that damage coming out, should be able to finish it off. Resolution with the sight, and they do get that kill. And also finding PPD here as well on the Troll Warlords, so that's pretty big.
Totally worth though for OpTic getting that Rax, and they didn't even lose the Lina, which is their big key hero that they kind of just want to be carry on ganking with here. And you see CCNC just stalking you are on this mid lane.
CCNC going for the kill, and then the Laguna play the right click damages, and the Aegis turning it back around. What a terrible time for the Aegis to run out. Oh my god. Yeah, VGJ Storm is a crazy game end this morning.
I'm surprised he still went for that kill after the Aegis went down, because three of the heroes on his team were dead, including this Wisp, which was keeping them all alive. So I just think VGJ Storm could just carry on pushing here and get the tier 2.
Very possibly. Very possibly.
They're not scared, they have the BKB on the Troll now, so...
Oh, how the tides have turned. You had Exorcism, we have Troll Warlords.
Yeah, all VGJ Storm have to do is just wait out the Exorcism and the split, and as soon as they're used, they know they're so much stronger than OpTic.
Yep, and they also have this Pipe, the GA, and the Purification, the Repel all to go on Omni Knight, so a lot of protection this guy can give you. Oh, PPD.
I don't think they can fight out the split. It's only 10 seconds till it's alive.
He's gonna actually heal Green Script, SVG. You don't give that away. It's not like that. I mean, I said it's easy to give it away, but and Bane shouldn't really worry about it too much, but running around with that being the only skill you've used for the past sort of minute or so is questionable.
Fiend's Grip is so good as well this game because it helps them deal with the hero that gets repelled from VGJ.
Yeah, and we talked about them not having much catch, and you know, Fiend's Grip is a perfect spell for that. So
Evie's actually going for a Hex now that she's got the BKB as well. That's going to solve the lockdown issue.
Yeah.
Hold the Arcane Rune spawns as well for Pycat in this bot lane.
Such a dream. And now the smoke is up, running forwards.
And they've got these two big ults again, so suddenly VGJ Storm like, oh god, we have to... We're so scared. Like, we're so scared now again. I love what they're doing in here. Like, this bot lane shoved in, so they're probably going to want to take a kill just outside of VGJ's base and taking all the objectives afterwards with the exorcism.
Yep. Little catapult trying to scout, or just trying to help out.
All the lanes pushed in towards Radiant, and they just can't do anything with the lack of wave clear.
Yeah.
Can't do anything about this. Reslin.
Get out of here, catapult.
Oh, it does miss on the uphill, so that's what stays alive.
Yeah.
They're actually not OpTic not committing to this.
They're going to go for a shrine, which is like a pretty bit of consolation prize. But
yeah, I think they were just wanting to find somebody out of position rather than try and force the 5-on-5 engagement.
Yeah.
There is a pipe on the Omni Knight, and he's going for the Aeon disconnects, which is going to... Oh,
blinking forwards onto the Omni Knight here. There's the Fiend's Grip as well. They are just going to Nightmare him up to break that grip. There's a lot of damage on Snaking here, and he is actually going to go down immediately behind that. Go SVG. Also taking a lot of damage from the Death Prophet here. Meanwhile, you are jumping straight into Pycat here. BKBs popped all around. 3 BKBs being used as Pycat takes down SVG finally, but that's a lot of damage on Pycat here. Is he able to finish the job onto the Death Prophet? No, he is not, and now Resolution goes down. It's 33. Zai and CCNC just ganging up here. PPD leads the charge. They're trying to catch someone out. They're going to have to use up Earth Spirit. Can he get back into base with the roll? He jumps on the other side of 33, but he's still going to go down. And this is looking very bad for VG Storm right now as they buy back on their heroes looking to try and fight here. And, well, OpTic will just disengage.
Yeah, Omni Knight could not do anything in that fight. We saw him get blown up, but then when he brought back and came back into the fight, the Wind Panda just chucked him up in the air, and he was just useless. He couldn't do anything.
Flailing around in the sky.
And when the problem is, they have this double BKB from the Troll and the OD, but OpTic are doing a really good job of just kiting out this BKBs like they have the Yules.
Yeah, the Yules have been so key.
And then when they don't have the BKBs on the Troll and the OD, they just can't fight into them anymore.
Yeah, well, VGJ Storm is still want to make something off this buyback as they run in here. The repel to Resolution, the Fiend's Grip, they do take down the 33. Now they're looking for more PPD. They're not even interested. They want the better heroes. And now there's the banishment onto the West, means that he's not going anywhere. And now we know it's not going to bring you back to base.
I'm sure they would have loved to have got Pycat there, but...
still going for more. They are getting Pycat here. Thank you very much. Though CCNC on the sidelines trying to bring down Yuar with that Laguna blade. The repel is out, but a little bit too late. It's so much damage onto Yuar. Oh, they do bring him down. Now MSS, he's in trouble as well, trying to roll out of this one, but 33 says no. Resolution, he's the bigger target. Can he get away? Big Dagger 1 will get away. But is it to safety?
Oh, good sleep. SVG just trying to sack
now back as well, but SVG does try and make some spaces. MSS running the correct direction. Snaking 33, jumping in, gonna get that flicked off, and this is really big because they can just keep them locked down now. Resolution is propelled up. They're actually trying to fight.
Oh, the LSA.
Okay, they're going to get out now. The MSS tries to come in the back lane, gonna silence them up with the magnetizer, but his Omni Knight is already dead, thrown up into the air by the Yules and taken down, and I think this game has gone down the toilet quite quickly for SVG Storm. Sorry, VGJ Storm here. And all that's left is for OpTic to pull a flush.
Oh, the problem is when MSS ran up, when they went for that fight against top because they knew the ults were down, MSS didn't have any stones on the Earth Spirit, so they set up for this DP kid in the base, and he was like, yes, I'll follow up the kick, but you just have nothing to work with.
I know that feeling all too well.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, dude, I'm sorry.
What have you done?
Well, G's going to the Death Prophet, Age is going to CCNC, and
Wow, this is so cool to see Pycat playing this DP. Look, when, like I said in the draft, it doesn't really feel like he's kind of hero. And with that cheese, they've got their BKBs, they've got their ults online again. Well, apart from the split's up in 50, but he's actually going for a basher on the Brewmaster. I don't know, I really like this because of the lack of lockdown.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah, that's a really nice pickup.
Don't follow the Dota Plus guys all the time, everybody. Just use your brains.
Yeah. Deviate from the plan. You can do it.
Makes you think about the game as well instead of just mindlessly following everything without thinking why.
True. But it does allow you to focus on your own, your skills and different aspects of the game if you just want to. Nice little guys. Don't too much.
Azai's got a big pickup though. He's gone for the Heaven's Halberd, really good against the Troll and the OD. Obviously, if you could disarm them, especially before they BKB, all of a sudden they're BKB and they're not going to be able to dish out any kind of damage.
Is that a Heaven's Halberd in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Oh. 2 in a row. Oh my word.
Yeah, we're bringing it down.
Everybody save me, please.
Well, I mean, it is a big thing in his pocket, though, as you say. OD is like, it's probably the biggest item you could pick up versus this guy if he doesn't have a BKB, but luckily he doesn't have a BKB in this game, but, if you can get it off before he gets a BKB off, then it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah, I like the Pycat change from a Hex to a Sheaves as well, gets that armor online to deal with the Troll, helps him kite the Troll and the OD around like we said before.
Slowing down the movement attack speed is also huge, enabling even more kites to go on.
PPD does have a ward that he probably wants to drop around here somewhere. Under attack. Give them some deep vision just outside the VGJ base.
Yeah, look at this VGJ ward as well, because they knew this was coming. Yeah, they can see everything.
But the thing is, they can't really get there to D-War, so that's the problem at the moment.
Well, there comes the exorcism as they jump straight in with resolution here, but they notice Yules is up. I guess they just wanted to burn the Yules.
CCG just poking away at this tower. Like, how do they gap close at the moment? They have a roll, but you can't just roll it.
This is such an amazing siege with the exorcism and with the fiery soul. It's so big. Now they lift up. This is a big hero to lift. Throw him back, silence him up, but there's a repel. Do they go in?
Oh, great!
It's coming around the back. Close fire around OBM. Take down you are, but he does have an H. Is now trying to take down Pycat as well. Chasing back Zion. Sandy's will blow him up, but resolution is really low here. And able to get out of the fight just about, but Pycat's getting chased. Meanwhile, SVG gets blown up. Laguna Blade comes through. Coming back onto the front lines here. OD was able to escape, but Yawar is all on his own now. Throwing down that Heaven's Halberd, but they've taken Arax. They have come and they have conquered, and they are going to get themselves right the way back out again. OpTic playing a pretty good game of Dota 2 right now.
VGJ still really need to chase it because they don't have the ults. But what do they do? Without MSS, they don't really have any way of engaging fights.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Well, another lane of barracks down.
They didn't even use the cheese on Pycat. Troll managed to run in the first hit, bash the leader when she BKB'd, so that was unfortunate. But because CCNC had the Aegis, comes back alive again, doesn't really care. It's fine.
Yep. I almost felt like they wanted them to just kill CCNC.
Yeah. I just don't understand how VGJ, now that they're in this point of the game, how they ever take a fight. The split's doing so much work and just chucking somebody up in the air.
I mean, if you can fiend script the, I mean, where's the damage on OpTic right now? It's going to feel very underwhelming if you're able to take down this Lina. Because then all you've got is these ghosts flying around. There's no actual right-click damage. There's not even that much magical damage coming out from the side of OpTic without Lina. So she is the key to this fight.
That's true, but the only way they can kill the Lina through the BKB is because of the troll. So if the troll doesn't focus the Lina down, and then that means he's having to run into the middle of the fight.
Yeah, but 8 seconds now on the BKBs, so might get easier as time goes on, but still very difficult to do.
Yeah.
I mean, even if SVG can get like the dream of Fiend Script off, then that could be really huge. And just keep the Lina out of the fight whilst they can do the magic and physical damage.
Rezo's got this MKB as well now to deal with the evasion from the Drunken Haze, but I just don't think it's enough. I think if he'd have just gone, and like he has his own BKB still, but obviously really wants that attack speed to just be able to build up the hits on the orbs too. I just don't think we've seen this effect of the Troll OD that we talked about before, where this OD becomes a monster and just kind of smashes everybody around.
Yeah. OpTic are just keeping them at bay. They're just keeping them at arm's length,
OpTic are just completely controlling the fights and controlling the tempo of when these fights are happening. Like VGJ are trying so hard to chase after these ults that they use, but they're just not getting anything, and OpTic are quite happy to just wait out for the ults again.
Still, I think if you take down CCNC, huge, but CCNC just going to go straight. And now the kickback from MSS saving his carry. Wow, what a sacrifice. Get down, Mr. President.
I'm not sure if you know, but Zai's actually got the tether bonus as well from the level 15 talent. So when he tethers all these heroes like the Brew and the CCNC, they get this Axe ult, and if you look at the moment, look, now he's going to use Axe ult.
Oh my gosh, that's disgusting. And all of the spells available for him as he's just rushed into Fight Resolution coming in, and then Pycat does get holds up for about half a second, but it's turned around instantly as these Brewlings go to work on SVG. Can they bring him down? Yes, they can. Dispel him and take him out. Meanwhile, the lift back, the throwback onto DOD, but their racks are down. It's mega creeps for OpTic. This fight is just about as messy as it can get, and GG is called. Game number 1 goes to OpTic Gaming. This is not what we expected at all.
No, I think OpTic played their game perfectly with their draft. They kind of just controlled everything with how the game went. Their lanes didn't go too well, but who cares? They've got these really huge ults that they can fight around. And I think VGJ need to make sure they have some kind of catch here, or some way of